Hello friends, welcome to another video. In this video we are going to do a top-down analysis on gold, and we are going to start our analysis from monthly time frame, and then we will come down to lower time frames, 1 hour 30 minutes and 15 minutes. So from the higher time frames we are going to find out our direction of the market, and then on the lower time frames 1 hour 30 minutes and 15 minutes we will take our intraday and scalping setups in the direction of the higher time frame. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So we are going to start with a monthly time frame. Now, as you can see on the monthly time frame, there was a resistance right here. Price broken, close above, and then close back into the range. So this month, which is currently ongoing, we were expecting the price to make a top week and continue moving to the next support. So like this is going to be a support area. You can put it here or here. I think this is going to be a stronger support area. So like this monthly candle is still in progress, and if we close like what it is now, then the next month we are going to expect something like we would like the price to, if we close like this, if we close this month like this, then the next month we are going to expect something like this. We want the price to retest this area, which is the previous resistance, so make a top wick, and then hit our next support, which is right here. So this is what we are going to expect if we close monthly bearish like this. So now let's see what happens on the weekly. So on the weekly, as we can see, we have two weekly candles close bullish at the support. So as we can see, this was a support, and we can say this is going to be another support. So what happens, price broken close below the support? So we were expecting the price to fill this range and move to the next support, which is right here. So now as we can see, we have the weekly candle close bullish at the support. So in that situation, we were expecting the price, like last week, we were expecting the price to move to the next resistance, which is right up here. But as we can see, this last weekly candle closed bullish, but respecting this resistance. So if we had closed something like, if we had closed bullish, something like this, above this resistance, then this week we would have expected the price to move to the next resistance like this. And as you can see, the next resistance is right here, but that doesn't happen, or it didn't happen. As you can see, the last weekly candle closed bullish, but respecting this resistance. So now in the coming week, anything can happen. So as I mentioned, if we, the next week, if we get a bullish candle closure above the resistance, so we are going to move to the next resistance, which is up there. If that doesn't happen, and we get a bearish candle closure at the resistance like this, so we want the weekly candle to open, retest this resistance area, and close bearish. And in that situation, we want the price to move to the next support of the range, which is right here. So in that situation, we would like the price to move to the next support, which is right here. Like make a top wick and move to the next support, and maybe continue down further. So right, this can be expected depending upon how we get the closure. So now let's see what's happening on the daily. Let's close the volume as well. Now on the daily, guys, as we can see, so there was a resistance. There was a resistance here. Price broken, close above the resistance. And once we close above the resistance, we were expecting the price to move to the next resistance, which is right up there. Although price didn't move there, and after getting one bullish candle, we have the next candle close bearish. You can say the two candle close bearish, and the price closed back into the range. So once we close back into the range, normally we expect the price to move to the next support, which is, first support is right here, and the next support is right here. So once we like close back into the range, we expect the price to fill the range. But as you can see, we have two daily candle close bearish, but we have lots of rejections, and the last, this red daily candle, as you can see, this is closed like this, closed bearish, but a weak bearish. So anyways, like it was bearish, so we were still expecting the price to go down, and the last Friday candle closed bullish at this zone. So now we can say that because the price is looking bullish, so we close bullish daily at the support. So what are we expecting in the coming days? So now we are expecting in the coming days, as long as we respect the previous daily candle low, we are expecting the price to move to the next resistance, which is right here. So what do we want? We want the new daily candle to open, retest this area, but we don't want the price to break this previous daily candle low, right? And give us a move like this. This is going to the first resistance, and the next resistance is right up here. So we can expect the price to move to the next zones like this. So this is what we are expecting on the daily. Now we know that on the daily we are bullish, so we are looking for the long trades. On the 4 hour, as we can see, on the 4 hour we have a resistance right here, and there is another resistance right here. Now we know from the daily that we are bullish, so we are looking for the long trades. Now as you can see, the last 4 hour candle closed bearish, so still we are bearish on the 4 hour, but as per the daily we are bullish and we have to look for the long trade. So now what we can wait for on the 4 hour, there are two options, right? So one option is we are right at this support. So if we get a 4 hour candle close bullish at the support, right, like this, right? We close bullish at the support, so we can act like take next candle to move to the next resistance, which is right here, first resistance, and the next resistance is right up there. As we can say, this is going to be the next resistance. So if we get a bullish candle closure here, so we can take as long as we respect this previous candle low, we are expecting the price to move to the next resistance, which is up here, and this is going to be the first entry. The second entry can be if we get a bullish candle closure above this resistance. Again, we can wait for the next candle to open, make a bottom wick, retest this area, and then either we can take the entry on the flip or the break of this previous candle high. So these are the entries we can take, right? On the 1 hour, if we see, now on the 1 hour, our resistance is right up there. So as we know from the daily and the 4 hour, like from the daily specifically, that we are bullish and we are looking for the long trade. So on the 1 hour, what we can wait for? We can wait for the price to give us a bullish candle closure above the resistance. And once we get this kind of candle, we can wait for the next candle to make a bottom wick, retest this area, and move to the next resistance, which is right up there, right? So this is what we are expecting on the 1 hour time frame. Now let's see on 30 minutes. On 30 minutes, there is a resistance up here, and here there is a resistance. Oh, there is a resistance right here as well. But I'm going to consider, we can consider this one as well. There is nothing wrong in that. So what I'm going to consider the final resistance, which is right up there, although we have these minor resistances on the way as well. So we can manage our trades once we reach to these levels. So as we can see on the 30-minute time frame, the support is right here, and there is next support right here. So now this is the resistance, and there is one more level which we see, which is going to be pretty important. As you can see, price interacted with this level multiple times. Right, so what we are expecting right now on the 30-minute chart, on the 30-minute chart as well, as you can see from the daily time frame, our bias is bullish. So if we get if we get a bullish candle closure here, if we get a bullish candle closure above this zone, then we can expect the price to make a bottom wick and move to the next resistance, which is right up there. So first entry can be here after making a bottom wick. The second entry is once we close above this area, so then we can move to the next area, next resistance, like this. So this is what we are going to expect on the 30-minute chart as well. But this is in terms of like long trades. So what happens if the price doesn't move our way and we have to look for the bearish trade? So in that situation, now in this situation, I think it's much better to look for short trades below that area. What I mean to say that suppose if we say, okay, what I mean to say that, okay, we are looking for the short trades below that area. So in that situation, we can expect the price. So like if the price doesn't go bullish and we get bearish candle closure below this support area, then we can expect the price to make a top wick, reaches this area, and then continue to the next support. Now, as you can see, there is also a minor support right here, so we can manage our trade once the price reach this zone. Either we can put our stop loss to break even or take some profit, or whatever way you want to manage the trade. So that is how we are doing on the 30-minute chart. Now on the 15-minute chart, resistance is right up there. This resistance is pretty much okay. So in this case, we can move our resistance to here, because right now we are on the smaller chart. Right on the 15-minute, we have this resistance, this resistance, this resistance, or like so these are the zones on the 15-minute chart. So same like for the bullish trades, if we get a bullish candle closure above this zone, so we are going to wait for the price to make a bottom. We can give us long trades like this. So first entry is going to be here. The second entry, if we get a break and close above this resistance, so we expect the price to make a bottom wick and move to the next resistance. So this is something we can expect if the price keeps going bullish. If that doesn't happen and the price give us some bearish price action, so if we get a bearish closure, just wait. Now suppose if we get a bearish closure, same like 30-minute chart, if we get a bearish closure below that area, although it's a very choppy area, so I would like to avoid it on the 15-minute chart, because as you can see, it's a much clear. Now as you can see, there are lots of supports. We have support here, we have support here, here, here. So there are lots of support in this area on the 15-minute chart. It doesn't look very clean. So the better area on the 15-minute to look for the short is right here. Now as you can see, below this area, it's a pretty much clean range. As we can see, there is a pretty much clean range, right, on the 15-minute chart. So it's better to show this on the higher time frame. Like in this area, once we go to 30-minute chart, it's look better, and if we go to 1 hour chart, it's look, I think, same as 30-minute chart. So as I mentioned, the 15-minute to 30-minute chart, that if the price close bearish, so same is like going to happen, or same thing we are going to do if we get a bearish candle closure on the 1 hour time frame as well. Then we expect the price to make a top wick and continue bearish, and we are going to take bearish trade in the downside direction. So that's it, guys. This was the analysis, like this was the top down analysis from the monthly to the lower time frames, 30 minutes and 15 minutes. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you really did like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel in order to support the channel and YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. See you in another video.